Well, boys, here she is. Just got a fresh wash done, ready for a quick road trip all the way out to Long Island, New York. Yeah, this paint really cleans up nice. Quick update for you guys on the car. We got some carbon put on, carbon lips, side skirts, rear diffuser, and she's looking real low right now. I think this was the biggest game changer for the car. Getting the carbon kit put on. Right now it just looks like a completely different car. And I still have the trunk lid spoiler, CS style, pending to be put on. I don't know how I feel about it, but we will probably throw it on in a couple weeks. Yeah, white seat stuff. Throw your blanket in. Exhaust is so crazy. Been doing quite a bit of stuff to the M4. Haven't had time to record, just been busy with work and stuff, but I figured I'd hop on here and take you guys with me to get some pretty significant mods done today. I'm just gonna be cruising out from Jersey out to almost Long Island, New York, so it's gonna be like an hour and a half drive, just because of the traffic though. It's not that far. Got some good guys out there, some Jamaicans who's gonna hook it up. They're really good with what they do, and you know, the owner, he has a M4 GTS. Hopefully he drives it today. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of that. Fully built, upgraded turbo, so definitely trust that guy around S55 engines. So yeah, looking forward to a shitty drive, but some great work. Exhaust is crazy. I could never get tired of this. I feel like buying the car and then finding exhaust like a week and a half later, downpipe and full exhaust was like a game changer. And it was a risky choice to like go straight pipe right away, but the deal that I got was like a no-brainer. So basically what I did was I traded my stock downpipe for a catless downpipe with cash on top, which paid for the labor, and then got a Dynan axle back, which was 1100. They go for 1700, so quite a bit of discount. And then I got a mid pipe for a steal. I forgot how much that was, but I think it was like $200 off. So overall it was pretty affordable setup compared to what the actual retail prices are these days, and no regrets there. Like, the car is like very quiet and efficient, similar to factory, but when I'm punching it, I really get to hear the S55 engine. The only thing is the valves, they still open and close. I mentioned this a ton of times, but we're finally getting mods done today that will change that in the coming weeks. And just like that, we've hit deadlock traffic. I just crossed over into New York. It was a bit confusing trying to get on the bridge, and the tolls are crazy, man. Like, if you live in the Northeast, from North Jersey to New York, you're paying almost $40 in tolls, which is crazy. But yeah, stuck in traffic now. Not a bad place to be stuck in traffic, right? Got the suspension in comfort, been riding inefficient because the roads out here are not that great, and we're hitting traffic. But let's talk about that, because sometimes I feel like I miss my E36, you know? I feel like that's a car I will definitely be picking back up in a few years if money comes my way. But I think my only drawback with that car at the time, and why I didn't end up picking another one up before buying this, was like, you know, in some way, like, it's fast, engaging, but like it feels like a tin can at the end of the day, you know, just because of how old it is and things are falling apart and all that stuff. I feel like with these newer cars, a lot of people give it shit for the sound, but overall, like for the exhaust sound, I mean. But overall, I feel like these cars are so versatile, you know. I could throw it in comfort, ride around pretty smoothly, and engine efficient. It feels like a Toyota Camry. And then, you know, I could switch modes and go M2 full trap mode with the exhaust open, and it feels like a completely different car. So I feel like I really like that versatility, to kind of tailor the car to how you like it. But at the same time, I do appreciate like an E36 type of car that you just hop into it and you know what the deal is. You know you're gonna be rolling gears. It's gonna be a raw driving experience. You know you're getting what you're getting every time, and those cars are like, they're gonna be legends for years. So hopefully I could find one for a good price in a couple years. But yeah, man, I'm happy with the M4. Shop is huge, bro. M4 is looking crazy though. Whoosh, man, those roads are so bad, bro. I had some bumps today. I'm like, yo, my suspension is probably shot now, but this is the shop car. Sick G80, making well over 1,000 horsepower. Crazy drag pack setup. You guys probably know this car. M Life, Rick M Life. Got the extinguisher, full weight car too, which is crazy. There's carbon buckets. I think no exhaust. Yeah, no exhaust is the only like weight saving thing. Yes sir, hopefully they could get me in and out today. We're gonna be chilling for a couple hours. Sick G87. I like these cars. A lot of people give them hate for the body, but damn, almost caught me off guard. Yeah, manual G87 is the closest you're gonna get to OG BMW vibes. That's kind of cool. They put a mesh there for the rock chips on the oil cooler. Smaller mesh than what BMW puts, so it's pretty good. M6 with green tints. I think they're almost done. I think they're almost done. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. That wasn't too bad at all. Only took a couple of hours to knock it out. Of course, I made an appointment, so if you guys are coming here, Definitely hit them up before. It's not just like a walk-in same day job. But yeah, I think I feel a little bit more secure now that the car has the crank hub fix done. I think the only thing that's gonna suck is like, you know, after you get these mods done, which are like preventative mods, you know, you're not gonna feel any difference in how the car drives until you actually tune it. So a couple more weeks until we get it right, but we're one step closer. All right, now we on to step 2. So yeah, like I mentioned, 2020 cars, they need to get the bench unlocked so that the ECU could take the tune. So that's what we're doing right now. He had to remove the intercooler, plug it up with some computer stuff, do some coding. So that shouldn't take too long, but initially I was going to wait a couple weeks, you know, just to shop around for a good tune. But I looked on Facebook Marketplace. I think I found something for about 400, 350 thereabout for the tune and the Bluetooth adapter. So with the boot mod tune, you could buy them, you know, like used or secondhand, I guess. They could transfer the license for a fraction of the cost of what the new price is. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Hopefully if this guy comes through tomorrow, we'll be tuned, and then I'll probably record a video because I have a Draggy showing what the time differences are between the stock car right now and with a stage 2 plus E85 M4. Pulled up with the Hot Boy spec. Yeah, gray over red, I think is one of the best specs F8X's. Can't beat that setup. About to go cruise, get some food after a long day. Yo, think I find a tune on Facebook for like 4 bills.
BMW M3?
Yeah. That's the license though. The
Him
tune
sell it with the local hub?
tune on the adapter, yeah. The 400, yeah. What, from Jersey?
I'm not sure where, but I see the post.
Yeah,
the
from
400
Jersey.
And
car is feeling good. Yeah, he's running the M Performance exhaust. Sounds really good. Oh, that boy moving. I'm here now. That shit sound good. Sick. Yeah, I think guys, I think that's the best setup right now I've heard. I think that's slightly better than mine right now, yeah. Yeah, that Burbles is perfect, bro. Perfect amount of duration, brother. Had to stop, get me a Celsius, because I think I'm gonna just head straight to the gym. Got me some dark chocolate, and of course some bev for the road. So now that we're back on the road, I'm gonna give you guys a quick breakdown before I close out the video of how much you actually need and what you got to do to take your LCI F8X M car from stock to fast. So first off, how I like to look at it, I feel like if you're gonna tune a car, you need to do the supporting mods. You can't buy these cars, sometimes they're on very used tires, barely any brakes. They need an oil change, a spark plugs, all that stuff. You got to get those stuff addressed off bat, right? Sometimes that's good if you're stock, but once you're tuned, these things are really amplified. Like if you have bad tires, you might not realize it's stock, but once you go for a tune and you're pushing 100 more horsepower than stock, you're gonna feel that. So definitely prep the car for the tune. But to actually tune the car, so the first thing, as you guys saw today, had to get the DME unlocked and the crank hub done. So that ran me about that you could usually find for about $700 to $800 for both. Luckily, if you find a shop like I did today, and they were able to take care of both services under one roof, so that definitely helps. So then once you get that done, then now the next step is, oh, that was a huge bump, bro. That's so crazy. I had so many bumps today. I think I might need a new suspension, bro. So yeah, once you get that, now you need a tuning license from Boot Mod or MHD, but I prefer Boot Mod from my experience on my 340. And that's about $600. Now you could shop around. I have a plug. You guys can reach out to me. I have a plug who could get that license for $460. So that's about $150 off compared to if you buy it directly from Pro Tuning. Or you could get it from Facebook Marketplace from locals who are selling or transferring their license to go to a different platform. And that would usually run you around $350 to $400, depends on who's selling it. If you see it for $450, try to offer $350. Like, they'll take it. You don't have anything to lose. But yeah, so now you got the tuning license. Now you need the tune. So you could go with either a stage 1, stage 1 plus, stage 2, stage 2 plus, and so forth. Personally, I believe I'm just gonna go straight to the stage 2 plus, because if I want anything less than that, I'll just go back to the stock tune. Because each of those tunes, those variations with different boost targets and boost levels, power levels, are $100 each. So if you want to try each of them, you're going to end up spending an extra $400 versus just going directly for the tune that you'd like, which is just $100 for the stage 2 plus. So right there, you're about at 2,000, but that comes down to if you decide to do the crank hub bolt capture like I did, or you plan to do the full crank hub, which is about $3,500 for the service and the part. So that's what brings it up to about $5,000. Supporting mods, all the steps to get it tuned, and the choice that you decide to do between crank hub and crank hub bolt capture. So, I spoke to the guys over there at M Life, just to kind of get a sense for, how many bolt captures they've installed versus crank hubs, and whether they're aware of any failure on both. And from the general sentiment is that the crank hub does provide a little bit more assurance that obviously you won't be able to spin it because it's a one-piece part now. However, having the bolt capture, they've mentioned that they've never had a return customer having to do their crank hub after doing the bolt capture. So with that being said, I figured I'll take the chance with the bolt capture. I've also had friends who ran the bolt capture and haven't had an issue, even with upgraded turbo. So I figured I'll give it a shot. Sometimes you gotta take risks, And at the end of the day, it's $400 versus 3,500. So yeah, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. But yeah, that kind of sums it up. You know, if you're planning to tune these cars or looking to buy these cars right now, and you're obviously going to think about tuning in the future, definitely keep that in mind, what the ballpark budget is to at least get it ready for tuning, and then tuning it. And then there's a level above just standard OTS tunes, off-the-shelf tunes. Then you have custom tunes, which is another cost of its own that varies depending on the tuner that you go with. But all in all, feeling good about what we accomplished today. I'm looking to get some, you know, a license transfer on Facebook Marketplace, hopefully within the next couple days, and I think we'll be ready for summer. I think the car is gonna feel really good, and like I said, if I do get that sorted, I'll be doing some draggy times and kind of getting an understanding of you know, how much faster the car is with the tune versus without. So stay tuned, look forward to that. I think I'm gonna close the video out there. Thanks for hanging with me today. Definitely a fun day despite all the traffic and driving, but sometimes that's what you gotta do in this car world, you know. So I catch you guys on another one.